Sri Lankan President Anura Dissanayake was in India earlier this week, significantly marking his first foreign visit of his tenure. This visit comes at a time as Sri Lanka is now coming to terms with its economic realities as well as redefining relationships with their neighbours. Here's more.
On his maiden official visit outside Sri Lanka, fresh of the massive mandate for his party in the country's parliamentary elections. The New Delhi visit of Sri Lankan President Anura Dissanayake sets the tone for Colombo's foreign policy ahead. Making New Delhi his first overseas stop carries a big symbolic dimension. In delegation-level talks, the two sides outlined vast and expanding areas of cooperation. Among the big takeaways, India and Sri Lanka will explore the possibility of concluding a framework on defence cooperation. Maritime security, cyber security, counter-terrorism will be taken up through a Colombo Security Conclave mechanism. India is to step up support on digitization in a big way, besides advancing key sectors like energy and tourism.
हमने अपनी आर्थिक साझेदारी में इन्वेस्टमेंट लेड ग्रोथ और कनेक्टिविटी पर बल दिया है और निर्णय लिया है कि फिजिकल, डिजिटल और एनर्जी कनेक्टिविटी हमारी भागीदारी के अहम स्तंभ होंगे। दोनों देशों के बीच इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ग्रिड कनेक्टिविटी और मल्टी प्रोडक्ट पेट्रोलियम पाइपलाइन स्थापित करने पर काम किया जाएगा।
Dissanayake's party's roots in Marxist ideology had raised some concern in New Delhi that he would lean towards China. Setting that aside, both countries acknowledged the importance of mutual trust and transparency and giving primacy to each other's security concerns.
ඉන්දියාවේ ආරක්ෂාවටත් කලාපයේ ස්ථාවරයටත් හානිදායක වන කිසිදු ආකාරයකින් සිය භූමිය යොදා ගැනීමට ශ්‍රී ලංකාව ඉඩ නොදෙන බවට මා ඉන්දියානු අග්‍රාමාත්‍යතුමාට පොරොන්දු වුණා. සහතික වුණා. එළබෙන වසර ගණනාවක් තුළ තවදුරටත් ශක්තිමත් වන ඇති බවට මා තුළ කිසිදු සැකයක් නැති. ඉන්දියාව සමග ඇති සහයෝගිතාවේ අඛණ්ඩ වර්ධනය කිරීම සහ පුළුල් කිරීම කෙරෙහි ශ්‍රී ලංකාව විශාල වැදගත්කමක් ලබා දෙන බව නැවත අවධාරණය කරමින් මගේ අදහස් දැක්වීම අවසන් කරනවා. බෙහෙවින්ම ස්තුතියි.
Both India and China have vied for influence in the island country that sits strategically along shipping routes in the Indian Ocean. Sri Lanka's vital maritime routes make it an essential asset for China as it seeks to secure its maritime interests and enhance its geopolitical leverage. Before Sri Lanka's economy collapsed in 2022, Beijing poured in billions of dollars to build infrastructure projects that included a port which India feared could affect its security. In that backdrop, New Delhi and Colombo resetting ties under the new regime comes as a reassuring move for India.
Both India and China are important. I mean, I would say both are other than for the cultural ties and trade ties that we have with India. China is also one of the biggest partners in terms of economic development that we have. So we can't forget China. We can't push China out. China has been our friend for a long time, and we've been China's friend. I mean, very strange enough, I don't think many people know that we've been a colony of China at one time of our history, very long ago. But having said that, we have very close ties to China. So also, Mr. Disanayake's original party is also very close to China. So I believe what he tried to do with this trip to India is to show, look, I'm no longer the person who I was before. I am going to be neutral and I'm going to look at all things anew. And I would maintain my friendships, or this country would maintain its friendships with both India and China on an equal footing. And maybe India would get a little bit more preferential treatment if India gives that preferential treatment to us as well.
President Dissanayake heads to Beijing soon, the seeming other side of the country's support and outreach. The president has expressed an intention to boost ties with both China and India. He's also made it clear that Sri Lanka's assets, including its land, sea and airspace, are not up for grabs. For New Delhi and for Beijing, that's a strong enough message.